Hi, hello friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to today's video, which is part 3 of our Big Sis Diaries, and today we are talking about how to deal with comparison, especially in your 20s. I know this is so overdue, and we haven't done another video since part 2, which was, I think, even before summertime this year, but I have been scripting and brainstorming ideas, and I felt like I wasn't super confident or proud of what I was scripting, and I didn't want to post a video until I felt super proud of my thoughts and what I've come together and a list I've compiled. So today we are ready to dive into part 3, and I feel like I hold it so dear in my heart, nearing that I'm 29 next month. So there's a lot of comparison, a lot of people on different paths of life right now that I am seeing, and I've just found some ways to basically navigate that and to make sure that I am not comparing too much and that I don't sink into a deep hole. But if you're new here, Big Sis Diaries is a series that I started where basically I wish I had these advice when I was growing up, especially in my early 20s, because that's the time where I think a lot of us are hard on ourselves. We're going through a lot of major changes. Right after high school, we could be going straight to college, and we are just starting our adulting lives, and adulting is so hard. So I mean, I'm an only child, and maybe you had older sisters in your life or women to look up to, but especially growing up Filipino, I feel like we don't talk about our emotions and what we go through as often. I'm sure that a lot of Asian households feel like that, but I just want to share some of my tips so you feel like you have a big sister looking out for you, as I wish I did myself. But anyways, every Big Sis Diaries, I like to order some food, and yeah, so today I ordered some, actually guess what I ordered. I don't know if you'll know, but I love my fast food. I do get fast food a couple times a month. It's my guilty pleasure. I'll never let that go, no matter how hard my fitness journey hits. But I got some fast food today. Guess it's coming, I think, in about 20 minutes, but I wanted to do the intro of this video. So let me know in the comments below what you think I got. And we'll continue this video after I get my food, which I'm waiting for. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you do. I release videos twice a week, and they are a mixture of personal development, professional development, finance, money, lifestyle, vlogs, fitness, wellness, honestly, you name it. Whatever I feel can resonate with people or whatever I want to share, I usually just do. I don't have a filter, and I just like to, I don't know, share my thoughts with the world. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. I love growing this community, and I will catch you guys in a second. I'm so excited for my food. Okay, my food's here, and it arrived much earlier than I thought, so good. We love fresh and hot food. But did you guess what I got? McDonald's! I know, I should not be supporting McDonald's, but it's like a childhood memory. My parents never went to nice restaurants. I never went to like an Olive Garden with them or anything. And we very rarely go to like a Chinese place. We mostly eat food at home or fast food, whether it be McDonald's, Wendy's, A&W, or whatever we had coupons for. So I just need like my McDonald's fix, you know? It just reminds me of my childhood. But this is what I got. A Happy Meal. Oh, what the heck? It's Hello Kitty and Friends. I didn't even know that. That's so fun. I got a caramel iced coffee, and then I also got a side of milk because it came with the Happy Meal. This is the meal. Let me get a thumbnail. Okay, let's eat. This is a caramel iced coffee. I love caramel iced coffees. I hope it's not too sweet. I asked for half syrup. Yeah, okay. Perfect. More creamy than I usually have my coffee, but still pretty good. And then I got a yogurt, a cheeseburger, a small fry, and the Happy Meal toy. It's so cute. I have to open the toy. Oh, I guess the box shows what you got. Oh, cute. My Melody times Leonardo. So it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Friends. So yeah, okay. My Melody is gonna stand right there. So cute. And oh wait, I don't want you to fall. I want you to fall, my Melody. Okay, and then I have my MacBook here. Guys, look at my MacBook. There's a crack in it. I've had it since, I don't know, a long time now. But I won't get a new one unless it breaks on me. My Melody fell. Let me take a bite of cheeseburger, and then we will continue the video. Very good. I love my McDonald's. Anyways, get your snacks, get your drinks. Let's start yapping. So we're talking about how to deal with comparison, especially in your 20s. I feel like this topic is super important to me because, like I said earlier, I'm turning 29. So towards my early 20s, I really dealt with a lot of comparison, especially being so young. I feel like, I don't know if a lot of people were like this, and I think they were, because like when I was young, I had friends that had the same goals, but we basically aspired to be married and to have kids at like 20 or 22 years old. I don't know why that was the goal, but a lot of my friends also had the same goal, and so did I. And anyways, I got married at 22, but then when I got married, I was like, I'm not ready to be a mom yet. I have so much potential to do what I want. So that's when I started my business, and I started brainstorming, trying to decide what I wanted to do, and now I have a very successful blog. I'm so proud of it. It makes me decent income every month, additional income that I can put in investments. I love being a content creator. I love making food recipes. So I'm very happy that I went another route. But I always see people who, especially like people in my high school that I went to school with or that I went to college, who are on different paths of life. Some are traveling a lot, and I always feel envious because I haven't traveled that much, I feel like, in my lifetime. There's people who already have kids, and when I see their photos, it's super cute, and I wish I was a mom. I definitely still want to be a mom. And there are people who are just climbing the career ladder and are just doing super well, and I'm like, oh, should I do that? Should I be climbing the corporate ladder instead? So comparison is super normal, but I've also found ways, especially the last couple of years, where I'm like, wait a minute, I feel envious of all of that now, but I'm so happy to be where I am, and I have to really ground myself and remember what I want my life to look like. And it's just knowing that other people are probably going through the same thing. I want to share some tips. Anyways, before I chat for too long, my first tip is to acknowledge it without judgment. So it's super normal to feel this way. Comparison is such a human trait, especially now that we're in the day and age of social media just being so prevalent, and us doom scrolling and just finding inspiration online, and everybody sharing everything about their lives. If you just accept the fact that, oh, maybe I want to be like that person, but I'm just not, it just goes such a long way, you know, not being hard on yourself and just realizing it, like, yeah, that's super normal. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side, and you're looking at somebody's life and thinking, I wish that was me, but maybe they're looking at you and thinking, I wish that was me. So just accepting it and acknowledging it without judgment is super helpful. My second tip is that everyone's timeline is different, and it's not always what you want to prioritize. So like I was mentioning earlier, sometimes I go on social media and I'm following some of my high school and college friends. I'm also following a lot of influencers and new people, and I'm looking at what they have and what they're sharing, and I'm thinking, oh, I want all that. But it's not in my timeline. If I wanted that, I could have it, because I simply think that for the most part, and of course there are always some factors that are not in your control, and that's completely all okay. Everybody's lives are different, but there are some times where I'm like, oh, like, why am I thinking like that? I don't actually want that. My timeline is different, and I know exactly what I want in my life, and that's what I'm following. Just because someone's reaching a milestone, which may be also a milestone that you want to reach one day, it doesn't mean that it's the right time for you. So same thing with like a career. I know what I want in my career. I love being a content creator. I love making passive income, but maybe I'm not a huge influencer with thousands of followers, or maybe I didn't grow my platform as quickly as everyone because, I don't know, XYZ. Maybe I'm not relatable. Maybe I'm not doing the right marketing. Who knows? But deep down, I know that I'm sharing what I value. I'm aligned all the time with my content, and I'm making sure I'm only putting out what I am proud of, and that's okay. If I'm growing slower, I'm growing slower. I will find the right audience one day, and this is a long-term thing for me. This is a career for me, and I'm happy with it. Same thing with being a mom. I see everybody with their babies. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and sometimes I think, wow, like I should become a mom now. Like I think I'm ready to become a mom. But then at the end of the day, it's like, no, I'm actually not. I'm only thinking I'm ready because I'm seeing everybody else do it. But in my own life and my own goals, yeah, I want to get there, and I will get there. But right now, it's not the time. My timeline is different, and it's okay, right? It's okay. You have your own set of goals. Just reach them, and it'll come. It'll come to you. Everything that's meant to you will come to you, so that's okay. And sometimes if someone has goals, it just doesn't mean that yours is less meaningful. So like, let's say somebody does want to become a parent early, but you want to travel to 10 different countries before being a parent. That's a goal of yours and that's a goal of theirs. And it doesn't mean that your goals are less meaningful just because they're different goals. So just like align yourself with that fact and continuously tell yourself. I know it's hard. So I like to keep like a journal and I like to write down some of my goals all the time, and they're always changing. Like I think some goals I've had in the past were like so silly, like get my nails done every day, or not every day, get my nails done often and stuff like that. And they're just like things to look back on. Small goals, small milestones, big milestones, they all mean something to you. It is always your choice on what you want to prioritize. My third tip, oh wait, I gotta eat. I always do these videos and I'm like, yeah, let's eat and yap. And I feel like I don't have the capacity to eat and yap. Like it's so hard to just sit here and eat and talk at the same time. Nothing like McDonald's fries though. I used to work at McDonald's in high school and I still didn't get sick of McDonald's. I try not to have it often, but I will never shy away from fast food a couple times a month, you know? Okay, tip number 3, focus on your wins. So for me, I have a journal that I like to write in when I'm down. I don't really journal when I'm feeling happy, but I always journal when I'm feeling sad and down. And I've created 2 baggies of things I can pull out. So one baggie is for affirmations and the other baggie is journal prompts. So the journal prompts are basically for gratitude. So I pull out a journal prompt and I answer whatever the question is there, or sometimes I'll just brain dump. I won't even pull out a journal prompt and just put down or just write down whatever's on my mind. And one thing I have been doing every maybe like quarter is basically journaling some of the wins I have. So I specifically remember a journal prompt I did, I think in the winter. I can't remember if it's last year winter December or if it was this year January February, but I basically wrote a letter to myself where I told myself everything I've achieved. So I told myself, you know, 4 years ago I didn't think my platform would grow to this much. 4 years ago I didn't think I would be making X amount of money. 4 years ago I didn't think I would have owned my house. And I wrote down all of my wins just as a reminder that everything that I have now was something that I wished for long ago. And it's totally human nature to want more. You're always going to be striving for more. Competitiveness is in our human nature and also not a helpful thing, but with social media it always pushes you to want more. Consumerism pushes you to want more all the time. So just writing that down and realizing, hey, like I actually have achieved so much. I have everything that I wanted now, and there are so many things I want in the future, but I did not think I would be here 4 years ago. I didn't know if I would be here 4 years ago, reaching all of these accomplishments and making all of these goals. So if you are struggling, focus on your wins and it pulls you out of that void of not feeling good enough. Tip number 4, and I love this tip. I actually scripted this and was like, wow, genius. Go Lynn. But anyways, try turning your feelings of comparison into inspiration. I feel like I keep a good circle of people. I like to make time, especially when I go to Vancouver, which is where a lot of my friends and family are. And I like to make time for the people who really fill my cup and who challenge me. So there are a few people in my life who I love having conversations with, and I leave the conversation thinking a lot about how I want to better myself. And that's who you should be filling your cup with. But I like to turn comparison into inspiration, and by that I can provide a few examples. So I have somebody in my life who has great style, somebody in my life who posts great style videos, who every time I meet has a great sense of fashion. I love everything they wear and I'm like, wow, like I'm so jealous of that person. And I'll think in my head like, I wish I had style like that. And instead of just wishing and thinking, wow, like how cool is it to be that person, take inspiration from that. So what can I do to adopt more of their style and incorporate it in my own? And lately I've been cleaning my closet. I have been taking pieces that I've never worn phone and trying to put them together and put outfits that I never thought I would put together and incorporating more into my style, and also deciding what pieces I want to add in the long term and what I want my style to look like. So instead of just like watching somebody and wishing, oh, I wish I was more like them, oh, I can never have style like them, and like comparing yourself, turn that into inspiration and think, wow, that person has really great style. Maybe I will pick some outfits that I really like and check my own closet and see if I can put that together. Or I really like that leather jacket, and maybe I will save up and find a leather jacket that I really love similar to that, and I will, you know, incorporate it in my outfits, but something like that. And another example would be, I have a lot of people in my life who I just find are super intelligent. So I'm chatting and talking to them, and I'm thinking, wow, I wish I was as smart as you. I wish I had more knowledge. And instead of me just wishing and thinking that I'm dumb or I'm not smart enough to be speaking to them, or they're so knowledgeable that I wish I was more knowledgeable, I take that into my own hands and think, what can I do to be more knowledgeable as well? So I'll ask them, like, what kind of books are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to? What YouTube channels are you watching? And I'm starting to incorporate a lot of that. So I've been reading a lot more professional development books, and for the longest time I strayed away from books and I stopped reading. But just taking that in just gives me more knowledge and thinks, yeah, like I could be like that person too. I don't need to sit here and compare something that I'm not when I can work on it and also adopt those qualities that I adore in them and that I enjoy seeing. But I am a firm believer of, if you want it, you can have it. If you want to be somebody, if you want to better yourself, it's at your fingertips and you can do it. So just take comparison and turn it into inspiration, and you'll be fine, sis. You'll be fine. But yeah, I just feel like it is all up to you, my love. All up to you. I also am a victim of not being able to formulate my thoughts and my ideas, and sometimes I get very overwhelmed. So you can also just take a few steps back and write a list on some things that you want to improve on yourself, or some qualities that you adore in people, or that you see online, or that you see in real life, and then start incorporating that slowly. So yeah, my favorite tip. And then 5, my last tip, and my tip that I've been implementing the past couple of months. Okay, I gotta eat. My last tip number 5, and probably the piece of advice that I'm taking to heart recently this year, it's okay to take social media breaks. For me, the past couple of weeks especially, I've been taking social media breaks from short form content and also just like my personal Instagram, to just start consuming long form content, shows, movies, and do more hobbies. And it's made me feel so much better. I feel like as humans, we never expected to know this much about each other's lives. And everybody is posting everything. And I know I'm guilty of it too. I post a lot of lifestyle content. If you guys seen my vlogs and my trips and what I eat in days and just random yap things on my short form videos, I am totally guilty of it too. But just taking a good break, and even a break from posting if you are a creator, just helps so much from being in that comparison bubble where you're just feeling down and you're beating yourself up for not being at the same level as everybody else. When I do take social media breaks, and I do often, especially on the weekend, I feel like I don't scroll that much on the weekends anymore. I've been watching anime, which has been taking a lot of my time, and I have to read the screen, I have to read the English to understand what's going on, so I can't be multitasking. But it's helped me so much, and it makes me feel so refreshed, and it just brings me back to being more confident and just fully trusting that I'm at the right place at the right time, and I'm on my own timeline. I don't need to compare myself all the time. You know, you'll always get sucked into it, of course, but just taking that break and just not thinking about it so often, and doing some hobbies that are offline, or just like not seeing familiar faces like people from high school, college, your workplaces, your family, accomplishing things that maybe are on your timeline you haven't got to yet, is just so helpful. It's so nice to take a social media break and not be aware of anybody's lives. I usually like it when my family and friends message me directly and send pictures. My family and I send pictures, and it's just like so helpful. I just don't get sucked into doom scrolling and like comparison. So yeah, taking a social media break. number one tip. No, the other tip is number one tip. This is the number two tip. But anyways, I have to eat my food and get, actually, you know what? I think I was better this time because the past couple Big Sis Diaries, I barely touched my food, but I've eaten my food today, which is great. But it also helps that it's McDonald's and I can scarf down McDonald's in like 2 minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever food or snack you're eating while you're watching this video. And let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want to see from my Big Sis Diaries. I hope to do maybe a couple more episodes as part of the series, but I'm also very intentional with what I post on my Big Sis Diaries episode because I want it to be super helpful. So I want to make sure that I'm scripting it and thinking of all the thoughts myself or all the bullet points or the list myself. So let me know if there's anything that you want to see. And I also have a few ideas that I'll try to script out and get to maybe at least once a month or every other month. But please subscribe if you haven't yet. I truly appreciate all your support. Like this video if you liked it, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. You are on the right track. Your timeline is your own timeline. Your accomplishments are your own accomplishments. Please try your best to not compare because I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. This game of life is hard and I've said it over and over again. So if you're here and you're trying, you're already doing an amazing job. I love you guys so much and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.